orbis unum. They changing climates and replacing humans.
I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. Anticipation is bouncing for today's game, and we've got two quarterbacks looking to make an impact. It's Ryan's Falcons going up against Manning's Giants. So with that, let's get you out to the stadium. Standing by tonight are our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Atlanta Falcons and the New York Giants. The return man here, Dwayne Harris. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it. Up past the 30. They'll come out in the pistol. They go play action here on first down. They'll roll him out right. Oh, he's going to air it out into double coverage, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
Well, partner, that was not a good omen right there. The very first play from scrimmage, you just want to give yourself a nice, simple throw and hopefully get yourself into a rhythm. That is the last thing you're expecting. And now you put your defense in a tough spot right from the word go.
And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
Well, they didn't do a lot there to fool anyone. They just came right out and ran the football, but with great success, and that's the way you want to get things started. A nice quick opener for a big game. And, Brandon, I think Mohamed Sanu had a nice career while he was in Cincinnati, but he really elevated in 2016 in Atlanta. The most catches for himself in a single season.
59 of them, 4 touchdowns. Really a nice compliment to Julio Jones, and he was a nice compliment in Cincinnati. I don't want to say he's not a number 1 receiver, but he plays that number 2 slot well, doesn't he?
He does, and I think it's because of his versatility. He can play in the slot. He can play out wide. They can use him as a wildcat quarterback. He has thrown passes in the NFL. In fact, going back to his days at Rutgers, I think he threw 18 passes while he was at Rutgers. So you never know what you're going to get when Mohamed Sanu has his hands on the football.
He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Now Ryan.
The defense won that play so fast, and I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play. And, Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL.
He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Jennings. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. To throw, it's Manning. Oh, the ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Collins. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Atlanta now coming out on the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
And Jones has it over the middle. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. Over 1,400 yards last year for Jones. Just 6 touchdowns, but, you know, of course, he had the big 300-yard game. However, when he was blanketed with coverage, he always opens things up for other guys, doesn't he?
He does, and that's what's benefited Atlanta's offense. Other guys were able to step up. In 2016, Mohamed Sanu stepped up and had his best year as a pro. Austin Hooper, as a young tight end, really developed down the stretch. And Taylor Gabriel, who had come over as a free agent from Cleveland, he really flourished, actually led the team in touchdown catches. But there's only one Julio Jones, and you want to get the ball to him as much as possible.
And out of bounds there on the kick. This is Jennings. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. We'll give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
I thought guys that were over 30 weren't supposed to run the football this well in the National Football League. How about that veteran leadership? A big-time run combined with some nice blocking by his offensive line, showing that the ins and outs of being a veteran still has his place in this league. His odometer is not totally turned over yet. Here's a look at the young Atlanta Falcons, although next year, obviously, everyone will be a year older. So rookies like Deion Jones, Keanu Neal, Devondre Campbell. An extra year, well, their only year, but a year under their belt now to get better. They're just young and growing, aren't they? I mean, I expect their play to continue to accelerate and elevate. And think about the building blocks they had in front of them. Second-year guys in 2016 who had big years. Grady Jarrett, a monster in the Super Bowl, tied a sack record in that game against New England. And Vic Beasley led the NFL in sacks for the regular season with 15.5 and also had 6 forced fumbles.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Here's Ryan getting it out left side to Sanu. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. If you're running out route, it's likely you end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there? Toe tap. You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Yeah, for Coleman, if you combine the rushing and receiving yards, close to 1,000 last year. He had 8 touchdowns as well. And was just really a great 1-2 combo with Devontae Freeman.
An outstanding one. And just think, if he's on just about any other NFL team, he's probably the lead running back. And Devontae Freeman gets the bulk of the carries. But Coleman, when he does get his hands on the football, he really produces a big way, speaking of the numbers you just gave.
So on 4th down, the Falcons will call on Matt Bosher to punt it away. Back deep, it's Odell Beckham. And looking up into the sun, he's able to make the fair catch inside the 20-yard line. Well, pretty woeful there, just 23 yards on the punt. And the offense will come back onto the field for the 1st and 10. Again, we'll see the pistol here. Now a play fake here on 1st down. was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on second down. Second down following the incompletion. Another pistol look here. Now it's Jennings. And an alley to run. That one good for 10 yards. And they'll be faced with a third and inches.
Look, the first down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the football. In this case, they went against the tendency and ran it. And boy, the reward was there. Big pickup. And guess what? It's now third and very short in order to try and pick up a first down. Give them a lot of credit. They ended up running the ball on a key third down situation. They were staring 3 and out in the face and found a way to flip the script and keep the ball moving on offense.
They go screenplay with Jennings. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's second down.
The screen was executed and completed, but where's the worry on the play? How many times is a quarterback going to get hit? Because offensive linemen have to do an acting job of making sure it looks like they're whiffing on blocks. But you got to slow them down a little bit, because if you don't, that's a lot of big guys coming at your quarterback in a big, fast way. And boy, he can get hurt.
The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. And it's third down.
I know the initial focus was on how far that pass was downfield, but how about the coverage on the play? Able to stay with him, get his hands where the receiver's hands were going to try and catch the ball, tips it up in the air, and knocks it away.
15 yards through the air and a first down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
He's going to air one out. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Well, interceptions have been a problem in this one. If he could have gotten his feet down here, it would have been another.
Would have been a huge one. They've had a great game taking the ball away. Thought they had another one, just unable to get those cleats in bounds.
And brought in by Jarrell Adams. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision.
And here's another interception, the third of this first quarter. Picked off by Deshaun Goldson. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Now Ryan on second down. And he slings one that's incomplete. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2. They'll come up on a 3rd and 4 here to start things out. Here's Ryan. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his 2nd of the game. Instead, 4th down.
A pretty rocky start in this game for the guy throwing the ball. Already has thrown 1 interception. Almost threw a 2nd one right there. All he's doing right now is giving the defense a whole lot of confidence.
Here's Beckham. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. The New York set to take the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline? I'm laughing to myself because I could just hear in film session. But, Coach, I was throwing it to Odell Beckham Beckham Jr. Of course I thought he was open.
They'd love to go deep downfield to him, though. Such a threat.
Yeah, a rare incompletion because most of the time we expect him to actually come up with the catch. For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And the defense coming through on third down. A loss of 7 to bring up fourth. And this one's high, but not very far. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And it'll be Falcon football as they take possession. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with a game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
On second down, here's Ryan. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Mohamed Sanu there, and it's third down.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Hard throw, incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver, and it brings up fourth down. Here's Matt Bosher now as he's on to punt for Atlanta. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Beckham, the return. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And New York set to take the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Backing up. He's going to air one out. It's caught inside the 25. It's a big-time play there for the G-men. And even 40 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Here's Jennings. And he'll get this down only to the 18. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Deion Jones in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise there in the dime. On 3rd and long, it's Manning. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. So the Giants now are going to turn it over to their field goal unit. This a 43-yard attempt.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
So no problems there with that one as they're able to put 3 up on the board.
Yeah, it's pretty much a winless night. There's only a very light breeze, so it's a perfect night for kickers. And like you say, no problems with that one.
And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. Now Ryan on 1st down. Deep drop. He's going to fire into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. Manning again here on 2nd and 10. He's going to take another shot here. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
I like the boldness, and I like that they took a shot downfield, but it was well covered, and he was able to get a hand in and knock it away.
Manning now to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested, and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So they had great field position, but a 3-play drive that actually goes backwards, and then they kick the field goal.
And I think the key sequence in there, the key phrase you just gave us, a 3-play drive. Had the momentum, great field position, unable to move the football.
So out come the Falcons now. And last time, 1-play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Swings it out to the flat for Freeman. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
On 2nd down, Freeman. And some room to maneuver. Cuts it out here, left sideline. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. We're back to East Rutherford, but first this timeout. They go play action here on 1st down. Oh, he can't hang on. That was a dream chance for any D lineman to possibly get a pick, but instead it falls down incomplete.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game. And, boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackler was there right away for a loss of yardage.
The defense in an enviable position here. The offense needs 13 yards. It's 3rd down. 3rd and long. It's Ryan. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Austin Hooper, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons have retaken the lead. And he's got it up and through. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And some good coverage there by the kick team as they'll bring him down at the 16-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, Your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Manning. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, third down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done. On every offensive coordinator, every play caller's sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays. And you don't get many opportunities to dial them up. And they just did. And they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
Fielded just inside the 30. And he's going to be out of bounds down near the 35-yard line. Might have needed just one more block. As it stands, 37-yard return. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive, as it'll begin in enemy territory already. They'll come out in the pistol. They'll throw on first down with Ryan. And finding the tight end Hooper. Touchdown, Falcons. Austin Hooper. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. And his kick is right through. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Back to the air on second down. It's Manning. Out on the right, this is Cruz. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So a 3rd and 9, and 6 defensive backs out there in the dive.
Patrolling the passing lanes.
And he's hit and taken down. Eli sacked. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Taken from just outside the 30. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Freeman, the lone man in the backfield. And they'll give it to him here. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On second down, here's Ryan. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is taken in at the 5. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. They'll look to run with Freeman. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Third quarter starts with a run by Freeman. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Sanu with a grab over the middle. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now Ryan on 2nd down. And Tammy with it over the middle. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
There's a good push to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
From the red zone now, here's Ryan on 1st down. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Again, we'll see the pistol here. This is Coleman. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gain, they can run that play on any down.
His pass caught at the 4. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you just...
And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Justin Hardy from 3 yards out, and the Falcons will extend their lead. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route. Ordinarily, it's probably about 3 steps before you go on the...
And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it, so a sack on a 2-point try. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. Fighting him off.
Just ran right through the trash.
Shrugs the tackle.
Nice. It's the third quarter, and they're down on the scoreboard. And while no one wants to hit the panic button just yet, points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the third quarter. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter three.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside.
And he's hit and taken down. Eli sacked. Vic Beasley in there to get him for his second sack of the night.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. And both guys were there, but it falls. Incomplete. And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on third. Now Manning. He finds Beckham, complete. 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Odell Beckham. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Giants are able to draw a bit closer.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that in the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And here now come the Falcons. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
And the defensive line controls the offensive front the way we just saw there. It doesn't allow any of the offensive linemen to leak downfield.
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. So after the INT, it's Manning. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. They go play action for Jennings. Now Manning. And his throw is incomplete. So still a full 10 yards to go here for the offense on third down. Throwing is Manning on third down. Looking deep downfield. So they took a shot there on third down, couldn't get it. Now it's fourth.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times. Tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. On for the field goal try, Robbie Gould. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. On for the field goal try, Robbie Gould. His career long, 58. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt. And did he have enough? He did. He kept it on line and managed to tuck it into the bottom right corner. And that'll move him back within 6 now. So making 3 field goals for him now, and this last one tightens things up a bit.
And I know that offense is on the sideline right about now, checking out the tablets and saying, man, we let a good chance slip away there. We've got to start finishing some of these drives.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Robert Alford. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, on that play, the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
Now Ryan down around the goal line. The left side completion to Jones. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. 3rd and 2, now Ryan. And it's complete. Hooper. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
And fit's the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra.
Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Now Ryan. And this is going to be incomplete. Trying to get that in the hands of Devontae Freeman that time. And it's 4th down. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Giants will begin this drive in good shape, 1st and 10. New York set to take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete. 2nd down here after the incomplete pass. They'll send Beckham alone to the left side. On play action. Now Manning. And my goodness, another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Atlanta now coming out. Now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29. The tackle by Janoris Jenkins.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
And his throw here's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Jacob Tamme, there. And it's 3rd down.
today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
On third down, Ryan. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. Here's Matt Bosher now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. Oh, this is off the side of his foot. And not a great punt here. Out of bounds in the air. They're going to say this one doesn't even get to the 40. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. And a great spot to start this drive from here. Shift together here from the D-line. Now a handoff here to his running back. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's the Giants with possession of the football but needing points as we start quarter number 4. So 2nd and 9, the defense looking to put them in a bad spot here. Now a play fake. Manning backing up, trying to lay one up deep. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Odell Beckham, 37 yards. And the Giants are an extra point away from leading this game. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. Another pistol look here. Freeman, the lone man in the backfield. Ryan. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
I know exactly why I tried to throw the ball to Julio Jones there. He's never considered covered. He's either too fast or too strong. You always try and get it to him.
Especially on those deep passes. To throw is Ryan. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
Now it's Ryan. He's got time. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go. It's Ryan on 4th down. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive.
Partner, he got the DB on his horse on that play. He certainly sold like it was going to be a deep route before breaking it back on the comeback towards the sideline.
They go play action here on 1st down. Go. And this is caught inside the 5. A gain of 32 that time. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, what, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Odell Beckham from 3 yards out. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Atlanta now coming out on the field. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. They tried to run the counter, just that the defense wasn't fooled.
And when they're not fooled, you see the end result, because what you're doing there, you mentioned the counter. You're using your offensive linemen sometimes to pull or move to influence the defensive front to go in that direction and create the space back in the other side and block it appropriately. But you're exactly right. You didn't move him. Sat there waiting for him and made the play.
He won't go down. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Touchdown, Falcons! Mohamed Sanu, 56 yards. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And New York set to take the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Manning the throw on 2nd down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Vic Beasley in there to get him again. The 3rd time he sacked him here tonight. And the offense now will try to regroup after the sack on 2nd down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. And that is incomplete. Here's Brad Wing now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That's pulled in at the 32. A big kick that time, 52 yards. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
And when an offense is doing a nice job selling the play-action pass, a lot of responsibility shifts to the linebackers. They're the ones that have to determine run or pass and get to the proper places on the field.
It was Jason Pierre-Paul who was able to get him down.
Well, he didn't make headway on that one, but he's had plenty of carries all night long. I just wonder if maybe he's a little bit tired from toting the rock that much.
On 2nd down, Ryan. To the sideline, and a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were. Even score late in the 4th. Let's see if the defense can play within themselves, not give up the big play and contain, and keep this knotted up. Now Ryan, and it's complete. Hooper. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. And now following that play, we've got a man down defensively, one of the members of the secondary. And we'll just hope he's all right to continue. They run. Devontae Freeman. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Tie game late, and the offense really has to be conscious of the clock here as it's becoming a factor late in this ball game. Looking for someone to throw to. Swings it out to the flat for Freeman. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Ryan. This will be caught at about the 5. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal. And now they're in the hurry-up. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Yeah, everyone dialed in. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. They'll run. It's the fullback, DeMarco. And the avenue collapsed for him as he's going to be held up short of the goal line. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. They'll try and run. Freeman. And he is going to lose yardage here. He went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to break up 4th.
Yeah, let me puff out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. That was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
And the kick for the 41-year-old is up and good. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Now then, it's a big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th. But, Charles, there is still time left for a final drive.
Brandon, you know they would have liked to take the clock down just a little bit further, at least under a minute or so. But this one's not over yet, especially since they just need a field goal.
They'll begin the drive with Rashad Jennings. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, at least he was able to break that initial contact, or it could have been a loss.
Yeah, give credit to the defensive player, though. What did he do? Made him slow down, slow up his feet, and allowed the rest of the guys to get there to finish him off.
Back to throw. Over the middle to Beckham. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. And the Giants' all-time leader in passing yards and completions and touchdowns, just another connection.
No doubt about it. That's the Eli Manning we know, pushing the ball downfield and with proficiency.
He'll look to throw. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Well, any caused incompletion is good for a defense. But when you add to it that you get a little hit on the quarterback, knock him to the ground, make him think a little bit, hopefully knock him off his game, especially in a game of this magnitude, this tight in the 4th quarter, got to feel pretty good as a defense.
He's going to let it fly, and he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down.
Well, the obvious goal is to try and score a touchdown, but at the least, adding to a pretty big yardage total for his intended receiver there, huh?
Yeah, well, when you got a guy over 150 yards, keep chucking it deep to him, I guess.
Yeah, no doubt about it. You can get it to him short, and he can make plays that way, but I like what you just said. Throw it to him deep and get it in a big chunk.
But incomplete on that try. A screen here to Vereen. They'll give him 12 yards and a 1st down.
I know it was a completion, but probably not the best decision to throw the ball to the middle of the field here. No timeouts. Give a ton of credit to making the catch and finding a way to get to the sideline and get out of bounds.
He's back to throw. Surveying the field. Hits his target, the tight end, Will Tye. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. And now a first down following that long gain. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. They'll look to throw. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds. So with next to nothing left on the clock, they get Charles what should be the game-winning touchdown catch.
That felt so much like practice and preparation coming together. So many times your last practice of the week, you score the game-winning touchdown. Everyone leaves the field feeling good about themselves. They got it done for real in this situation.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays...
And this is taken in at the 5. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Giants are winners as we say so long from MetLife Stadium.
Now I've been in New York, Texas, Midwest, and it all reminds me of California, cause there's no place like California. California, A-A-T-L-M-I-A-D-M-V, all reminds me of California, cause there's no place like California. California,
New York, Texas, Midwest, and it all reminds me of California. No place like California, California,
I got some out in Dallas, now I'm smelling like LA. Met a from Miami to the Machiavelli. Left the kids on the belly, left the vid on my celly. She ate like spaghetti, I'm hitting gas and Andretti. Met some killers in Memphis, like they from Oakland. Give me my flowers while I can smell them. Ain't talking about roses, literally I'm lean. Mix it like a bought it in Nashville. Then I woke up in Tulsa, Oklahoma. It's sunny, California, but nothing like Compton. It's more like Calistoga, and it's hot as Arizona. I pop me up Fresno, hard colder than Minnesota in October. Don't interrupt, darling, I'm in the zone. Why does everywhere I go just remind me of home? With the bed, them other places